Hey guys, we're doing another review and installation for a Henshow Ultra Mini screen display that we're going to be installing today in the Tesla Model 3 2019. Alright, the capabilities that the screen has is going to show you your speed. It'll show you if the frunk is open, the status of the frunk, your battery level, battery usage, the turning signals, distance between the vehicles, light system, probably if the lights are on or if the high beams are on, the door status, if the doors are open or closed, the tire pressure is also going to be shown on the screen. It has quite a few things. It's going to work with the Intel and AMD processor. You can find that out. We're going to show you how you could find out what kind of processor you have before you install it, because there's like two sets of wires. The instructions are really straightforward. Let's get started. Let's see how we can get this done. The instructions, the cool thing about these instructions, why it was so easy to read it, is because it has pictures. You can see the images. Really simple, like it shows you where stuff is located. Super easy. That's what I was saying, like the cable has two sets of wires and they're labeled. One will say Intel right here, like an example. For most of the cars that are older than 2022, I believe, I think they're all gonna have Intel. The AMD only started coming out after the 2022, I believe. So here's the unit itself. Pretty nicely packed. We kind of ripped the bag when we were already looking at it once, so it looks really nice. It says that it won't block any airflow blowing, so that's the biggest, like that was my biggest concern, is kind of like the airflow will be hitting the screen. And in the summer, I mean in the winter, we have hot air blowing, and I thought it's gonna really mess up the screen. But that's a really good information about that screen, is actually not blocking airflow. And that's, I guess, some user manual how to use it. It has a USB-C. I'm not sure what it's used for yet, but we'll find out as soon as we're gonna get installed. The screen size of this thing is 4.6 inches. I don't think it's a touchscreen. I don't think, where we were looking at the box anywhere, it didn't say it was a touchscreen. And it really wouldn't make sense for a little screen like that to be in front of you, a touchscreen. It's easier kind of to just have it display whatever you need it to display. Kind of like a cluster in the car. You're really not touching anything there. The plastic feels really durable, really not cheap. Because there's some plastic that you can like bend it. I don't know. But this really feels nice. From the first impressions, I'm really impressed. Well, let's get it installed. To find out what kind of processor you have, you just press on the car symbol in the left corner. I mean, it's probably going to be in the left corner for a while until they do an update. Who knows what they're going to move it. You click on software, and then you do additional vehicle information. And right here, it's going to mention about the processor right here. For us, it says Intel Atom. Also, there's another way of finding out. Let me show you. When you go in and press on this thing until it blinks, that little blink that you just saw with the finger, type in service, press OK. It's going to have this disclaimer. You're going to enable it if you want to see it. And right here it also says what kind of processor it has. Press and hold it to get out of it. It has like the little exit service thing. One of the first instructions is set for us to move out the wheel as far as we can. So for me, it was under controls, and click on the steering wheel, and then that's to the side, and it moves it out all the way. Here it is. That's my max. So we just popped this plastic off. This plastic is going to be replaced with the cluster screen. Alright, so right now we're going to need to take off some of the plastics and some stuff just so we can run the wire. We're going to be using one of these pry tools for the one that's by the footwear. These are the things that we're removing. We already removed it, but it does take a little bit of pulling. They come off, they have clips behind them. There's no screws, nothing like that. But these are the clips that are holding it on. Pretty easy, but you do have to kind of like force it. Few of them are gone because they actually stayed inside there, but before we're going to be putting it back, we're going to put these back on there, the white pieces, just so we can snap on it. One little mistake I did, I kind of broke it here, which I don't think it's a big deal, but the thing is, when you're going to be pulling this off, pull it off where the seat is, not closer to the driver's side. This is closer to the front of the car. So pull it off by the seat so you don't have this thing what I have. Alright, that's for the driver's side. So similar thing over here. It's been already removed. Let's see how well we did on this part. Over here, it doesn't have anything like it, but it looks like one of the clips is actually just hanging off. And now we need to remove some other plastics. Alright, so some other stuff we'll need to pop off is this little cap. So this is the plastic that we're also removing right here. Also had one of these clips that was holding this long piece. Here it is, it's off. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bundle up all the extra wires that we have and use the same wrap that came with this wire harness already wrapped in. And we're gonna just we're just gonna shove it in right here so it doesn't fall. There's gonna be plastic that's gonna hold it up also. So it's gonna be fine right here. And this cable that we have left, we're gonna route it all the way to the monitor. So what we're gonna do right now, before we're gonna route it all the way, we wanna just make sure it works. So the cable we're gonna be plugging in is this bigger one. The smaller one is an auxiliary one, probably for additional stuff that they sell. I popped it in. Press brakes. Oh, that's cool. Wait, whoa. It has like a little animation. That looks cool. Oh, I'm gonna close those doors. Let me see if it closes the doors. That is cool. And kilometers. I guess we could change all that stuff later on. All right, let's get the water. I'm already excited. This is really cool. Shows the battery. A lot of stuff on that little screen. Alright guys, so we routed the wire. We actually just plugged it in to make sure everything works before we're actually gonna route the wire all the way and put some of that plastic on the other side that we're done. Let's get that going and then we're gonna mess with settings. We actually got into the settings. Pretty cool stuff you can change on it, but we're gonna go ahead and do it with you guys in a minute after we're done putting all this plastic back. Let's go. We got everything installed. Now we're just gonna go through settings and see what features we have on the screen. To get into the settings of this display, you press on the right side, there's a wheel, and you press it towards the right side. And I think it's 3 seconds. All right, there it is. Now we got into the settings, and we're using the scroll wheel to go up and down. And anytime we're doing select, we're doing to the right, I believe. Okay, so we're changing this thing right away to Fahrenheit because we don't know how to read in Celsius. Oh yeah, you could do right and left. So we're gonna go to this one all the way to -7. No, you can't hold it. You have to click it every time. There it is. And for the theme, I kind of like it dark. And tire pressure, just curiosity that we're doing PSI, but bars is another option you have. I guess, yeah, mileage, we're gonna do miles because we have kilometers and miles. That's the two options we have. Language, we're gonna leave it English, but just curiosity what languages they have. Who knows what that is? Oh, so you got only 2 languages. I think it might be Chinese. Format 12 hours. UI, I'm not sure what UI is. So we got 2 questions that we're gonna look in manually. It is showing miles, so that's good. We do have a black screen now. Alright, so we finally went through all the features on it. Got a few things right here that we can try to explain. Time right here. Tire pressure, I'm not sure if I have to drive a little bit so it can show it up. Range, how much range I have on the battery. It's not exactly what it says on my other display, but this one might be more accurate because I know that one that I have on the big screen is not accurate. Miles per hour, how fast I'm going. my headlights are on auto, but it actually has it on right now. The lights are on. I'm not buckled up. How many cars distance between when I'm on the autopilot, keeping it at 7 most of the time. Battery actually says the percentage also. That's kind of cool. So you have the range and you have the battery percentage. Pretty neat. Also, what gear you're in. I'm in park right now. If I was to put it and drive, well, I have it plugged in, yeah, to charge in, and 38 degrees. I'm thinking that's the outside temperature. And the doors, when you open up the doors, the tire pressure goes away. Check it out. It shows which door is open. That's the driver door open. Same thing with the frunk, and also I will open up the frunk so you can see it. So right there it blinks the red, kind of like the frunk is open. Same thing with the trunk. My trunk, well, actually could press trunk open. There it is, the trunk also up here is open. Yeah, let's take it for a spin. Let me go close the front and the trunk. Let's put it into drive, and I'm gonna buckle up. My car is really bad in snow. I have to drive on chill. Fully stopped. Okay, 3, 2, 1. That's cool. That is kind of neat. Yeah, we're not going faster. No, the speed is actually kind of cool. I like that. Like right now, that is really convenient for me. Guys, that's it. We're done installing it. We're done reviewing it, and we just showed you all the settings. We even took it for our spin. You can get this for a good deal for $234 from Henshow. Pretty neat thing. Honestly, I'm really surprised that there is such a thing like that. Pretty easy to install also. Didn't require cutting any wires, just connecting wires one to another. Thank you so much guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video. Thank you.